Today, we're making pancakes. Okay, so to start things off with, I'm going to show what my base recipe for pancakes has been for like months now. It's really just a protein pancake that I have actually absolutely come to love. So to start with, the reason why I'm going to be making pancakes is to get ahead on meal prep and to keep them in our freezer. I do use the toaster with them, so since we don't have a microwave or anything, so that's why I'm totally getting ahead of this, and they're going to be a freezer meal prep because I am currently 39 weeks, almost 40 weeks pregnant, and the baby could come at any time, and I want to make sure I have a good carby protein source of food that I can quickly heat up while also trying to take care of an infant. And pancakes were my first choice because I love them. So to get things started, my base pancake recipe, so it is the HEB brand pancake and waffle just add water complete pancake mix. If you're looking for low ingredients, this is pretty good. It just has basic flour in it, some oil, some sugar, and some salt, and then a few other things. So if you're looking for like super low ingredient, and best off making your own. But it is also pretty much allergen friendly unless you have a wheat or milk allergy, which I don't worry about. So this is where we start. And then I get a little creative with it. Instead of just adding water, I actually will add fat-free milk just to get in some extra carbohydrates and some protein without adding the fat. And I find that the texture of it is better. And it's just a little bit of a thicker texture with the mix as well as once the pancake has been made. And then I will add an egg, like changes the consistency, adds some protein and some good fats, as well as eggs are basically a superfood. So it also adds in a lot of good vitamins and minerals. And then I'll also add in some baking powder because with the egg and the milk getting added in, it kind of makes it heavier, and this just makes them fluffier. And then how they make them protein is I use the Eat the Bear grass-fed whey protein. Clearly not dairy-free, nor is this vegan, because this is a whey protein. But if you are looking for a really clean protein, I definitely recommend Eat the Bear. They have 5 ingredients or less, and that's including the flavoring. They also have a complete amino acid profile on the back, and it's definitely been one of our go-to proteins for the last few years. I will include a code to where if you go to their website, you can get 15% off using my code. And they always have sales. I do recommend the vanilla one first off because it doesn't have an overpowering taste. So you can add it to basically anything as like a quick protein addition, and you don't have to worry about the vanilla taking over. I'm going to be doing 3 different kinds of pancakes just to keep things, interesting while I'm having to eat out of the freezer. So the first things first is I looked up Lactation Foods because my main goal once baby is born is that she is breast milk fed predominantly, either through breastfeeding or through me using a breast pump. So I did some research on what some good lactation foods are, and to start with, just making sure you have enough carbs, fat, and protein in general, which the base pancake recipe does give me. But like I said, I don't want to be bored. So dark chocolate was one that came up a lot. I think it's mainly for flavor, but they have antioxidants in them as well, which was suggested, and it's dark chocolate. So my first recipe is going to be a dark chocolate oatmeal. Oatmeal was everywhere when I was looking. I don't exactly remember why, but oatmeal and lactation are best friends. So first flavor is going to be an oatmeal chocolate chip. Second flavor is instead of using milk, I'm going to be using some apple cider juice just because I really want some apples, and so that's what I'm going with. That's why I'm using it. It has a ton of potassium in it as well, which is really good just for recovery for your uterus, and extra carbohydrates never hurt you when you're trying to create breast milk. And with that, I'm going to do like a caramelized apple. And my third flavor is going to be a chia seed blueberry lemon mix. Lemon because I like the flavor when you mix it with blueberries. Blueberries, a lot of antioxidants again, really good for lactation, and then chia seeds for the omega-3s as well. So I'm trying to keep all 3 options different, I may do a fourth, which is just going to be the plain one by itself. But as far as the 3 flavors, that's my plan. So let's get started with making our base pancake mix. So I did not press record, but all I did was add in a 1.5 cups of the H-E-B pancake mix, and then 2 scoops, so about 40 grams of protein powder, 1/2 teaspoon, so half a teaspoon of baking powder, 1 cup of quick oatmeal, and then a 1.5 cups of milk. Sometimes I will add a little bit more milk based on the consistency of the batter. If it's too thick, I add a bit more, and that's really it. So I definitely stay away from adding too much. Then 1 egg and 1 cup of dark chocolate chips, and mix until it's not so lumpy. If you overmix it, it can get really tough. We then move on to the cooking portion, which I am still not a professional at. I'm still working on it. But I do about, I would say, 1/4 cup of mix, sometimes less, sometimes more, depending on how big I want them. And I do spray the griddle before I put them on, because they don't have a lot of fat already in them, so that can make them stick more. And I would say it probably takes about 2 to 3 minutes per pancake based on how large it is. Really, the goal is not to burn the pancake. But outside of that, I kind of just eyeball it because, like I said, I am still working on perfecting my pancake cooking skills. I definitely recommend a cast iron to cook it on, because it stays hotter and it's a little bit more even heated once you actually get it started. Plus, you do kind of get some iron from the cast iron itself. So definitely use a cast iron over non-stick or anything else. It's made about, I think it was 10 pancakes, chocolate chip oatmeal, very large ones. Honestly, I think 1 will probably be enough, especially if I pair it with like egg or a breakfast meat, or just 1 by itself, because with the oatmeal, they're going to be a lot more dense. So that is pancake recipe number 1. I'm going to move on to our apple one next. So yeah, chocolate chip oatmeal protein pancakes. Yay! Okay. Thanks for watching me meal prep that 1 recipe. If you'd like to see the other 2, go ahead and click this one, because it'll take you to my 2nd recipe, which then will take you to the 3rd recipe. If you're interested in the protein powder, don't forget to check out the description below for not only the website to eat the bear, but also for my 15% off discount code that you can use. So yeah, thanks for watching. Watch some other videos, and hopefully we'll have a baby here in no time. And one more thing, I have also included a link to my cast iron griddle. It is 2-sided. It's linked to Amazon, and unfortunately Amazon no longer carries that griddle, but you can always see the available sellers, and it also lets you know who made the griddle, so you can look for it yourself. I absolutely recommend it. It's the best. Also, cast iron is the best, and it's super easy to take care of. So once again, thanks for watching.